Alright, so here I have my new strut bar, and this is the factory one, so I'm going to take off the factory one. Let's look at it. You need two size wrenches. Neither use a deep socket or pass-through socket. So for example, here's a deep socket, right? And this way here's a pass-through socket. I think you could, or the bolt could pass all the way through. So either one works. So you need 10 millimeters and 14 millimeters. So on the driver's side, these are 10 millimeters. Everything else is 14. And obviously up here too as well. Both what do they call it? Both ends. So 14, and on this side, it's on this side over here. You also have two 10 millimeters. Where the electronics is 210, and the rest of them is 14. Now with this bar here, it actually has two mounts that could take off the bar itself, and that's separate from the plate, right? So both sides is like that. So so folks that don't have this at all, don't have this bar here at all, they still have this plate. So this is the part that adds on to it. So I'm not big fan of this setup. And this is fine right here. What I don't like is over here, because that's because now the bar here is not really solid. It's two right, it's two pieces here, and actually all the way over there is three pieces, so it's actually not solid. So that's kind of like a weak point, I think. It'd be better if it was all solid all the way through. So that's what I like about the aftermarket one. It's all solid, the whole thing's solid. You get rid of should be a little stiffer that way. So anyways, so I already pre-loosened all these already, and if you take this base plate off, you don't necessarily need to take this bar off here. But the reason I'm gonna do that is because the third one, or actually over here, the third base base plate down over here, it's kind of in the way of or this bar here is in the way of it, so it's kind of hard to get it in there. So it's easier to take this off than take off that third one. So I'm gonna do that now. I haven't actually obviously everything's still on here, so you can still see everything. So I'm gonna do that now. Let's see. So stabilize the camera here. So I'm not sure you can see anything right there or not. Actually this bar is kind of in the way, but that's all right. So I already took out all the loosened up all the nuts and bolts already, except for that one where the strut bar is in the way. Let's see where I'm gonna put these nuts without losing them. Put them in my pocket, I guess. So loosen up all the strut bars. That's one right there. Alright, that's one on one side. Go to this side. Same with this side, that we're loosening everything. To remove the bar so I could get to that one plate, the one nut on the plate. So I remove the top one, the top bar, then the driver's side bar. So those aside, those are actually pretty light. Three of them separately. It's pretty light. Alright, so now I have my so I should just move this bar out of the way so you guys can see a little better. Alright, so now I have these two already loose, and these ones are already loose. I just need to loosen this one over here. So these are 14 millimeters. Okay, so that's loose. Let's see. So now I have this whole electronic thing gizmo over here that I actually have to separate from these other ones. But let me actually, yeah, let me take off those nuts first. And the main plate themselves. So you're gonna be using the three main shock body coilover nuts. These other ones that you won't be using, you're taking off. Okay, so all the nuts are off. I actually also have a Mishimoto oil catch can here, so I have the bracket for that. So that's, I need to move that sort of out of the way. Oh shoot. Okay, not much space there. Okay, so let me try to move this one right here. Okay, this one has this. So this piece of here, there's another bolt I see that's holding it in place. As you can tell, it's down right here. So you look on the towards the front right here. You look straight down where the battery terminal is. Straight down right here, you can see actually another bolt or nut on that side. Oh, shoot, I'm not sure if I can reach it. Hold on, just barely reach that. So that's also a 10 millimeter. So it feels like a. Well, you can tell it feels like a nut, or excuse me, a bolt. It looks like a bolt. That's not a nut, that's a bolt. The space here is kind of cramped. You have big hands. It might be kind of hard for you. Oh, come on. I don't have really big hands. I have skinny fingers, skinny hands, but I have long fingers. So my skinny fingers usually wear, it fits into like a medium-sized glove. But the length of my fingers are long, so the medium-sized glove is actually too short, so I usually wear large gloves because of that reason. But the large glove, around the finger themselves, they're a little bit on the little loose usually, but the length is right. Now you have a really long extension. You can reach this, maybe with a little wobble head. A wobble head extension. Should be able to reach this pretty easily, like a 6-inch or longer, 6-inch, 8-inch. So there's that that bolt right there. So set that aside. So I should be able to just lift this right up. Let's see what else is holding it. Well, you know what? This the cable is holding it. So let me disconnect the cables then. Oh shoot! To do that, I should disconnect the battery. So let me disconnect the battery. The battery is actually still plugged in. Let's see if I can just disconnect the battery real fast. Disconnect the terminal on one side, the negative terminal, the ground terminal. Okay, that's disconnected. Okay, so now it should be safe to disconnect the electronics. So here, this thing, you just push down right here. Push down on this little tab here and it'll unlock that. It actually pushes it out. When you lift this up, it actually leverages out. So that should be enough to lift this bracket up, I think. Nope, not enough. So I need to take this side off. So this side is the same thing. I think it's right here. So the thing right here, push that in, then you lift this up. And when you lift this all the way up, it also leverages this plug connector out. So like so. Make sure you don't get any crap down in here. If you get crap down in there, it might cause a short or whatever, or it might bend your the male side connectors. Okay, so let's lift this up. I'm trying to separate this bracket that holds the the plate from the from this base plate right here. Feel it. Something else mounted. Well, you know what? This bracket down here is actually in the way of the positive terminal, so I actually have to disconnect the positive terminal too. Okay, so disconnect the positive terminal as well. So let's disconnect the positive terminal. Let's get that out of the way. Okay, it's out of the way. Should be able to get, okay, there it goes. Lift this up. Okay, that's off. Now I go take off my base plate there. So there's the base plate. Okay, that's one. Now I just need to do the same thing on the passenger side. So let's flip this over. You guys can see that. Okay, so let's see. This side, now that I have the bar off, I could take off that one. That's one base plate where the bar was in the way. Actually, I need to remove this thing. Let me move this off first so that way you guys can see a little better. So on this one, there's a little tab right here that you push in. Actually, push down. Push down on that tab. Then you can lift this over, and when you lift this over right here, this will kind of pry the plug up, and it will disconnect. Let's see what's that disconnection? No, it's up here. Missing something? I don't even think I need to do that. Actually, I don't need to do that. I can actually just this one. I don't think just anything is in the way of this one. Let's take out these two nuts first. The two 10mm. In my pocket. Hopefully, I don't lose it. And now let me loosen up that one nut that's over here on this side. That was in the way of the strut bar. That's the factory strut bar. Okay. Off. Okay. Take off all three nuts. Okay. So this one comes right off. So actually, I don't even need to loosen this thing. Let me stick this thing kind of back in. Like so. There it goes. It's plugged back in. Set that aside. There's a clip here, zip clip here, zip tie clip. Oops, right here. So this one you just need to squeeze these two together, and you have like a tool or a pliers or fly head or whatever, or with your fingers, squeeze the two flare ends out on the back side, on the other side, and it pops right off. So there's your passenger side mounting bracket. Okay, set those aside. Let's get the aftermarket strut on here, like so, like so. Before I put this on, what I should do is I should wipe down the where the mount is. Where's my rag? So anyway, you need to wipe down where the mount is, around, you know, where all the mounts, both towers, also where the firewall is, the back over here. Wipe all the dust and dirt off, because you don't want any grime underneath between the two. You know, over time, the vibration will it'll cause, you know, it's like, because it's abrasive, it'll scratch up your paint, dig into your paint, strip the paint off. But so let me do that off screen, and let me do a separate video on installing the new brackets. So I took off the factory brackets. So stay tuned for the second one, the install one.